horrific. We've seen 2 months of negotiation, 2 strikes. We've seen 6,000 operations cancelled. On the other hand, focuses on the fact that it costs the NHS £350,000 to train a junior doctor, and if they threaten to go elsewhere, then maybe they should pay some of that money back. Now, I don't understand this story, but luckily Penny does.
Like a button? I think it looks slightly like a kind of rather brown plug hole.
Double plug
That's
hole.
disgusting, isn't it?
Either side, they've got these huge, great
In Louisiana and Washington
and
State,
and then they've got these whopping great hoses, like a kind of
hold the set
Hoover
or
type
anything,
thing. With
I don't really understand this story.
I've
read many versions of it in the papers. I wonder if anybody writing about it in the papers actually understands.
I think
I like the idea that it's ripples in the fabric of space-time.
Yes. So then I start to not really understand that. Let's move on.
We don't need to, but we can just. We
No,
don't need to
it's
necessarily
nice
understand. We can just say,
That's right.
"Isn't
It's
this
lovely.
brilliant and exciting?"
Just makes
You drive the car, you don't have to look
Evelyn
under the
Waugh
bonnet,
or
you know.
Shakespeare with you. Let's look at page.
Why don't they just set the tax level at 10% and let's
Flat
make
tax
every
penny.
flat tax and make them everybody pay it. Nobody, if everybody said 10% and then you had
all of us.
No, I agree. I think
Everybody
there's a
paid
lot
10%, and then with
in
with
opposition.
exceptions-
George
with
Osborne
exceptions,
went to
you have a
Estonia,
bar.
and he was a big fan of flat
Yeah.
taxes.
You have a bar that's set at a sort of fairly, I don't know how many thousands per year.
that-
or
would
whatever.
And you won't often hear this.
Tax.
You won't often hear this phrase on the BBC News channel. But there's a lot of economic literature that stands up that theory, Penny. The flat tax brings in more revenue overall.
Because
It's
people
called the
don't try
Laffer
to
curve.
avoid it.
The Laffer curve.
Why are you denigrating the BBC News channel?
I'm not at all. I love the BBC News channel. That's why I'm here,
I
whatever
didn't
time
hear
it
him
is.
denigrating the news channel.
Well,
but if you've got Google paying,
often, he says, as if we're
I see.
incapable of
But if
dealing
you
with
had-
such concepts.
but it's
They
paying
want to pay
loads.
10%. They're always going to try, surely.
But if you say flat tax, 10%.
If you're not tax,
I'm liking
if you're not
this argument.
evading
we need a beer.
tax, if you're not evading tax, you're not necessarily breaking any laws.
Well,
You should all pay to still generate the same amount of tax, Liam.
Somewhere between 15 and 20%. A
Is that
flat
all?
tax of somewhere between 15 and 20%,
wouldn't-
with many fewer allowances.
Isn't it human nature to even try and get to be under that?
Yeah, but if you put tax on things like land and things that can't be hidden offshore, then it's a lot easier to get more a higher level of compliance.
If anybody wants to ring me up and sort
Yeah,
of like,
I mean-
yeah, exactly. I'm
Space-
all of this.
Yeah,
I'm all over
space
this.
exploration.
Yeah. I'm all over
Tax
it, like
returns.
a cheap suit I am.
Let's look at the tax.
Penny wants to do this one.
Yeah, I know all about it. Yeah, I did A-level economics,
Now, there's so much turmoil on global markets. The first week of January was the worst opening of a year on global markets since before the First World War, believe it or not. There's so much turmoil now that the markets are in danger of creating the economic slowdown, the impact on confidence and investment that they're trying to avoid. They're in the first place, the so-called negative
Mind you, the
feedback
bears
loop.
could wander in from the woods.
It is a bear market. It is now officially a bear market. The FTSE global share index is now down 20% from its peak.
And
previous
people
peak,
do make killings in bear
which is the definition of a bear market.
Together, lots of things and ripples, and a bit of a chirp.
So the idea that we were going to have our interest rates, bad idea.
Mark Carney with his forward guidance, Janet Yellen, his equivalent at the Federal Reserve, the US central bank, they've been saying for months. I wouldn't start from here.
What from?
I would have raised interest. It's a controversial view, but I wouldn't have printed money to the extent we have, and I would have started raising interest rates a long time ago.
And I'm bringing a flat tax rate.
Yeah,
Sorted.
It's all sorted.
Yeah.
What did you say, Tom? Somebody in my ear? You would have caused a depression.
No,
Ain't that the truth? Daily Telegraph.
Actually, it's a quasar.
Not coming to your barbecues. Peter Hall.
Or a Guy Fawkes Nights.
Peter Hall says that Penny Smith is a future Sky at Night presenter.
Oh,
No, she's the Magnus Pike
I'd
of
love
de
that.
nos jours.
I'd love that.
Or with a monocle.
Yeah.
Patrick
The moon
Moore.
was very nice on the way in.
Oh,
wasn't it?
that's it. It's all over. Hallelujah. Thank you. Coming up next
Thanks
is
for your
Sports
time.
Day. Don't call us, we'll call you.